shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher.
As we welcome you inside their arena. Check 1, 2. As we welcome you inside their arena here in Warwick, Rhode Island, it's game 2 on the triple header here. And it's game 1 of this boys ice hockey quarterfinal series. The Bishop Hendricken Hawks and the Barrington Eagles. Matt Jolis in the broadcast booth with you this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you might be. Today's game is brought to you by Premier Homes Realty, Rays Hockey, and RR Elite Recruits. Bishop Hendricken, the home team, in the all-white. Barrington Eagles in the red blue. And quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Rays Hockey in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel. All done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to ray@rayshockey.com for all your hockey needs. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Socia has been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, certified real estate appraiser, Spanish-speaking and covering Massachusetts. Just a phone call away, 401-742-8971. And by RR Elite Recruits. Go to rreliterecruits.com. Access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including club hockey and prep academy. Fill out an athlete submission form today at rreliterecruits.com. 21 of Christian Vieira, along with the 6 of Adam Gorman, the 8 of Eric Hall, the 10 of Tucker Squires, and the 22 of Trevor Snow. Dominic Bruzzi in net for the Barrington Eagles. For the Bishop Hendricken Hawks, Andrew Smith, along with Aiden Penicini, along with the 19 of Nick Regine, the 9 of William Kavanaugh, and the 3 of Griffin Crane will go in front of Braden Nebus in net. Colin Murray out with the flu. Cam Civic out with the flu. We'll pause for the playing of our national anthem. As more snow approaches the Ocean State, it is time to drop some frozen rubber on a frozen ice surface indoors, thankfully, and play 45 minutes of playoff hockey. It only took BPB 45 minutes against Warwick in game one of the girls' quarterfinals series as they walked away with a 5-0 victory. And we open up the boys' Division I quarterfinals. Bishop Hendricken, the number 1 seed in the tournament, as they take on the Barrington Eagles, who got here after a 7-3 victory in the play-in game against Smithfield. And we're underway here in the first period of play. As that one quickly, a shot attempt from Penicini, and may have deflected off of a piece of the post. They're going to call hand pass, and we'll get a stoppage of play right away, just 15 seconds in. So this one will come down on the far side. Face-off won by the Eagles as they track this one all the way around, looking for Cody Wood up top. Wood fired! That one deflected off of Trevor Snow, and it snuck just past Nebus, wide of the net. Tracking back the other way is Regine. Regine's opportunity deflected up by Gorman. As Adam Gorman will take this one off the sideboards. Gorman will send this one all the way down. Nebus behind net. Shepherds that one near side to the penalty box area, far side from our broadcast position to the near side. Is coming back in was the 20 of Henry Kelsey, and he's bodied out of the play immediately. For the 14 of Jack LaRose, Penicini slid right across. Or actually, that may have been the 27 of Giacomo Caleri. It was. A penalty is going to get called as LaRose gets taken down again. Delayed penalty. Power play coming up for the Hawks. Firing one was the 10 of Aiden Ferreira. Save made by Bruzy. And we are going to get a Hawks power play, first one of the game, as Drake Almeida is going to go to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. So face-off will come down to the left side of Bruzy. Won by the Hawks as they can go ahead and set up the power play. And a hard shot save made by Bruzy right on the doorstep was the 9 of William Kavanaugh. So Kavanaugh along with Penicini, the 14 of Jack LaRose, with Griffin Crane and Blake Grislis out there on this power play unit for the Hawks. This one will skip past, and it will carry them all the way down. Crane goes to pick it up. Crane dumped down and dispossessed. And Barrington a chance to burn some time off of the power play. Kavanaugh. Back for Penicini. Grislis. Penicini once again. Grislis in the corner for Crane. 1:15 left to go in the advantage. From the center, Grislis, and that one is blocker patted aside by Bruzy. Grislis. Through the center again. That one just up over top of the crossbar. Back for Grislis. Third time the charm. That one goes down along the ice. Picked up by Kavanaugh along the backside boards. Kavanaugh pushes this one up top for Pedicini. Kavanaugh again came inside. Pop shot. That came flying off of the stick of the 14 of LaRose. For Grislis. Good cycle of the puck here by the Hawks. Crane fires one, and it caught a piece of Bruzy and up into the netting. 33 seconds left to go in the advantage. Smith comes back to him up top as he sends that one in the corner for Marshall. Nate Marshall, and this one's going to poke all the way back. Nevis will shepherd it aside. Leaves it sitting there for Owen Carter. Carter on the wraparound for Caleri. Caleri. Nowhere to go there. Dropped it back for Owen Carter. All Carter could do is dump in. Line change ensues, and the puck up into the net. Now to play. Wingers approaching too far on the circle prior to the faceoff, something we see often throughout the games that we've done over the season and the seasons past even. As this one will come back, long distance shot attempt, kick saved by Bruzy, came from Grislis. Penalties expired. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Pedicini will chase for this one. Pedicini off of Bruzy, puck left sitting as it's taken away by Chase Watts. Bounces back into the neutral zone. About to pass the first five as that one's a wraparound. Second attempt as it's the 24 of John O'Connell on the doorstep. First five gone by here in this first period. No score between the two sides. And a pretty evenly balanced battle so far. As this one gets taken by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to evade the 24 of O'Connell. Nowhere to go as he comes back up top through three blue jerseys. And right there for a poke check is Cameron Hayes. Came back up top. Carter fired one stick to side by Bruzy. Padded boarded aside as well. Barrington Eagles trying to see if they can stand toe-to-toe against the defending state champions, the overall #1 seed. They beat Smithfield 7-3 in a play-in game to be able to get here into this game tonight. Nebus for the Hawks as he kicks one aside. Came right back up top. Nebus again. May have gotten a piece of it off of his glove as Cody Wood was hunting. Wood will chase this one all the way back into his own defensive zone. 8:40 left to go here in the first. The first of the Division I boys quarterfinal games to face off this evening. So if you tuned in earlier to the Warwick BPB girls game. You are amongst fans that have been the first to see the 2023 Rhode Island High School Hockey Playoffs quarterfinals rounds as all the action gets underway tonight. Bruzy will go ahead and hold on to that one. Quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Rhode Island. Stephanie Sosha, been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, also certified real estate appraiser. Call 401-742-8971 and rreliterecruits.com with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including club and prep academy hockey. Fill out an athlete submission form today and be seen at rreliterecruits.com. So a 2-minute minor penalty for hooking called. Save made by Nevis, as Barrington will have to backtrack. Picked up by the 17 of Almeida. Try to go for one was Henry Kelsey, and Kelsey got bodied out of play. Griffin Crane the other way. Crane lifts, fires, save made by Bruzy. So the backup goaltender, as Nevis is going to snag that one out of midair. I was going to say the backup goaltenders here for both sides. Bruzy for Barrington. Nevis for Bishop Hendricken, putting on a show this evening. This one will come all the way down. Drake Almeida. Trevor Snow. Around the backside, Pennicini will send that one all the way down. Deflection called, and it's still actually on the power play, so no icing to be called. Cavanaugh picks this one up. Power play expired, back to five-a-side hockey. Underneath the boot, and Henry Kelsey chases that one. Kelsey off the backside boards as he gets thumped in. Taken away by the Hawks. Smith, Pennicini. For Ferreira, that one gets blocked away by traffic in front of Bruzy. Whistle, stoppage of play, and offside called. They're going to discuss this one, and yeah. I'll go with a center. Not a delayed offside call. Caroming off of the backboards. For the 8 of Eric Hall. 5 left to go here in this first. That one tips off the stick of Vieira. It's the 11 of Cole Vieira. LaRose fires. That one got caught in traffic. Christian Vieira in the 21. For Cole Vieira. After he received that one from O'Connell, sends it down. This one caromed all the way back. No icing. Late whistle. And a very late whistle from the backline referee. Puts the faceoff down inside of the Barrington offensive zone. '26 is Stephen Nardelli. Devin Exter. Exter flicked that one all the way out, looking for Nardelli. Gets pushed back in, will be chased to the corner. Andrew Smith will go there instead of Owen Carter. Devin Exter tried to pull it away. Now it comes out through the neutral zone. Hendricken will move this along. 4-on-2 shot from Nardelli. Went up over top of the crossbar, and it'll carry him all the way back. Icing will be the call. William Cavanaugh in for the faceoff instead as he battles against the 27 of Connor Hayes. Hall off the sideboards. This one will wrap around the backside. Trying to get a pickup there was Watts in the corner. Chase Watts will push that one as far as he can, but Griffin Crane takes it away from him. Sliding across the ice is Watts. Crane still trying to push the puck. Has that one forward for Nick Regine. Regine to Cavanaugh. Back once again. Griffin Crane behind. It will hit off and go for Hendricken to recoup in their defensive zone. Andrew Smith for James Carrera. Nowhere to go for him. Nate Marshall, that one right off of Bruzy and left sitting open for Carrera. Couldn't put it home, and Bruzy will flick that one up into the net. We'll get a stoppage of play. Up off of the face-off into the net. We'll do this one right back from whence we came. 2 seconds tick off of the clock. Two and change left to go here in the first, and that one will slide down for Nebus to go ahead and make the stop. Inside of the final two here in this first. Griffin Crane. Crane, shot, kick, saved by Bruzy, and this one is going to bounce back. Well, I thought in the first period of the girls' game when we were at Zips that we might have been in for a special one in that game. It turned out to be 5-0 BPB by the end. Crane in the final 90 takes that one, hit post behind Bruzy. Are we in for one here as we approach the 1/3 mark of this game? And another attempt, this time from the 9 of Kavanaugh, and snared by Dominic Bruzy. One more game to follow. This one, it's the Warwick boys co-op side against the Burrillville Broncos, game one of their quarterfinals series. Hard shot from Marshall, deflected off of a Barrington player, hit the backside glass. That one pops out again from Marshall off the backside glass, and Bruzy had to whack it away. Third attempt, this time from Owen Carter, hits glass and caroms to the corner. Hendricken trying to go for one more. 40 seconds left to go here in this second period. All right, sorry, in this first. It's been a long 15. Feels like we're all playing in the second already. For the 20 of Kelsey. Got that one to Hayes, and he gets dumped into the boards. Kicked aside by Nevis. Almeida. And that one up into the netting and out of play. Tonight's quarterfinals on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Rays Hockey, Premier Home Realty, and RR Elite Recruits. 11 seconds left to go here in the first period. They'll slot this one into the neutral zone. One last attempt for Kavanaugh. Picked up by LaRose. Horn sounds. And we've reached the end of one. Honors even after one. You're watching the Rhode Island High School Hockey Playoffs on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And
As we welcome you back and get set for second period action here on Fans Only Sports Network, 0-0. After the first and quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Socha, been in business for 20 years as broker and owner. Also a certified real estate appraiser in Spanish speaking, covering Massachusetts as well. Any questions? Call 401-742-8971 by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com, including ACHA Club and Prep Academy Hockey, as that one gets flung from the side by the 10 of Tucker Squires. And that one was kicked aside by Nebus. Braden Nebus in net tonight for the Bishop Hendricken Hawks. Dominic Bruzzi, oh my goodness! A rifle from Nick Regine hits the crossbar, and it's barred down for the Hawks, 1-0. Could hear the clunk from all the way up here in the broadcast booth. And Regine has opened his playoff scoring bank account. And the Hawks have opened this game up, and it's 1-0. Bruzzi will shepherd that one on the backside. Blake Grislis, Aiden Penicini will get assists on the goal. The time of the goal is 25 seconds of the second period. Shot, that one just wide from LaRose. Whatever Mike Socha said to them on the bench in between periods, the dynamic has changed drastically. Is getting dumped down from behind as the 22 of Nate Marshall. No call from the referees. Marshall's going to carry this one through the zone. Marshall around the backside. Nobody's standing there. He was looking for Andrew Smith. That one will go just wide. Hits off the backside boards. Forrest Smith. Bruzzi flicked one up in the air, and it was batted at by the 18 of Chris Hughes. Tried to be cleared around by Carmone for Hall. Hall and Carmone along the backside line, and the Eagles are going to go ahead and ice the puck. And you could hear it coming from the Barrington bench below us as Hall and Carmone had the puck on the backside, and the Barrington coaching staff could be heard yelling, "Ice it, ice it." I think they realized they were A bit stuck, and B, needed a line change. 12:38 left to go here in the second. Nick Regine has put the Hawks on the board 25 seconds into this period. Hard shot again. Goes right off of Bruzzi as that one came up top from Kavanaugh this time. Inside attempt, spun around on the backhand. Regine looking for his second of the game. Nebus sticks that one to the side. Kavanaugh will push this one around the backside boards. Got pinned a little bit up in the corner there. We'll get the longer intermission after this period, as that's a penalty as hard into the boards goes Griffin Crane. Long distance attempt from Kavanaugh went wide. Crane has it. Crane gets dumped down again. And this one will finally be tapped up, and we're going to get a penalty for cross-checking. To the box goes the 17 of Drake Almeida again. So Almeida has been in the penalty box twice now for the Barrington Eagles. And he was not happy as he was just sitting there, didn't even close the penalty box door. Owen Carter. Nate Marshall, as that one will scoot off and go all the way down. To be picked up and carried with a head of steam. Marshall for Carter. Open door behind Carter, and that one ends up getting pushed out. It's a 4-minute double minor on Almeida. So a lot of power play time to go here for the Hawks. Crane carries this one back in as the Hawks check out as they go for a minor line change. Grislis. Penicini fired that one in traffic as he was looking for LaRose. Crane inside and hits off the body of Vieira. Poke checked across the blue line and it'll slide all the way down. 2 and change to go in the advantage. Left sitting there. Kavanaugh will pick this one up. It was a cross for Grislis. Barrington trying to make a line change. They've got Hendricken pinned for the moment. Now it gets peeled out with speed. Griffin Crane. Crane, Kavanaugh, Penicini. He sends that one across. Trying to send one was Grislis. Got caught in traffic, notably the boots of the 22 of Trevor Snow. Penicini, save made by Bruzy, and it will be sent back and all the way down. Good clearance play from Henry Kelsey. Well, the 22 of Marshall. Carter, that one fired and kicked aside by Bruzy. Andrew Smith came across there looking for Owen Carter. And another one kicked aside by Bruzy. 51 seconds remaining in the advantage on this double minor penalty to Drake Almeida. Trevor Snow. Hard hit into the boards by Smith. That one kicked aside by Nevis. Snow goes down from Smith and a penalty is called. And a misconduct to Andrew Smith. So a 2-minute penalty and a 10-minute misconduct. Four on four for 29 seconds. And Hendricken's still got to put somebody in the box. It's the 6 of Matt Giuliano who'll take the trip. Quarterfinal action on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Stephanie Sosha, business owner for 20 years. Certified real estate appraisal, speaking Spanish and covering Massachusetts as well. Call 401-742-8971 and by RR Elite Recruits. With access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including club hockey, ACHA, and Prep Academy hockey. Visit rreliterecruits.com today. Fill out an athlete submission form and be seen. 5-on-4 penalty side now for the Hendricken Hawks as the Barrington Eagles on the power play. Kelsey looks, holds right in front and sent just wide. Chase Watts could have slam dunked it. Oh boy. Watts had Nebus dropped, and a slam dunk opportunity goes awry for the Barrington Eagles. .59 seconds remaining in the advantage. They'll get Giuliano back out when the 59 expires, barring no goals to be scored by Barrington. Nebus. Grissless. That one was a lifted attempt from Henry Kelsey. There is a firmly pro-Hendricken crowd in this building because it is Hendricken's home ice. However, every single time Barrington has taken a shot today, there has been a very audible "oh" coming out of fans around, meaning there is a pretty good Barrington contingent in this building as well, too. Kelsey again, as he spins around that one, will not work. Penalties expired, back to 5-a-side hockey. For the 6 of Adam Gorman. Gorman drops that one, looking for a cross from Trevor Snow. He's running to the boards hard. Taken away by Caleri. Caleri winds fires. Bruzy may have gotten a piece of that one. Came right back out in front for Devin Exter. Snow. Hayes. Around the back side. Carmone fired one into traffic. Taken away by Caleri and the Hawks. They'll dump it down and go for a line change. Nick Regine's goal 25 seconds into this period. The lone tally on the scoreboard. That's why we stand 1-0 Hendricken. Penicini fired one, hit the backside glass. Kavanaugh looking for Regine. Couldn't put a second one home, and that goes up into the netting on a deflection, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Game 1s of the quarterfinal round around the Ocean State today. And barring anything regarding weather, games 2s around the Ocean State tomorrow in both Division I, Division II boys and in girls playoff action. We'll have all that for you right here on Fans Only Sports Network, including an early face-off from the Abbey tomorrow for this Barrington Bishop Hendricken side. So a 6 p.m. face-off tonight turns around to a 1 6:30 p.m. face-off tomorrow. Quick turnaround for these two teams. Grislis tried to whack at that one, couldn't get a hold of it. Sent down into the corner as it horseshoes around the backside. Can be picked up once again by Grislis. Grislis works there with LaRose. LaRose through center ice. Little flick of the wrist for Griffin Crane. Oh, baby! Bar down times 2 as Griffin Crane rings the bell, and it's 2-0 Hawks. Nick Regine and now Griffin Crane. And with 3 and change left to go here in the second, the Hawks stretch out to a 2-0 lead. For the broadcast team here, we're going to start to think we're seeing deja vu. This is what happened in the girls' game prior to the boys' game and ended up 5-0 BPB by the end of the day. Still 3 and change and a third period to come in this one. Save made by Nevis on the attempt from Kelsey. They're going to give the assists to Aiden Ferreira and Jack LaRose on the Griffin Crane goal. And it's 2-0 Hawks. To the deep corner for Owen Carter. Chase Watts. Watts gets dumped down. No call from the referees. Penicini takes that one away. Kicked around the backside boards. 2 and change left to go here in the second. We have crossed the 6:30 timeline. So there are a slate of games that have now gotten underway in both boys and girls hockey. All the games are available right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Minus 2 Division II games due to rink issues. We were unable to be able to do the broadcasts from those rinks. And if you click on either the Division I, Division II boys, or the girls flyers at fansonlysports.com, it'll take you right to our playoff broadcast feed page, and you can feel free as you wish to pop back and forth between different games. All playoff games through the quarterfinal round are available, no charge to the fans, courtesy of Ray's Hockey Shop, Premier Home Realty, and our elite recruits. As that one gets deflected up into the net, we'll get a stoppage of play. Face-off won by the Barrington Eagles. Hall had it, though he deflects it right off of the side of LaRose. And it's carried down by Marshall. Marshall fired one, save made by Bruzy. Grislis up top. Grislis scores! A rope from the blue line from Blake Grislis finds a slot for 3-0. And this game has stretched itself wide open. 141 separates us from intermission. And headed right back at it was Nardelli. Luka Basha out on the ice now for the Hawks. And Mike Scioscia is going to start to go down the bench a little bit. Nardelli. Off the sideboards, Basha will chase this one to the corner. Cody Wood for Barrington. Drake Almeida. Almeida is stood up at the blue line. Devin Exter on the far side said, "You shall not pass." This will take us to the intermission. In the final 30 seconds to go, as Grislis carries that one around. Nick Regine, 25 seconds into the period. Then it was Griffin Crane. Later on, they say no. How is that not a goal? Wow. Horn will sound as Nebus sends that one to the side. I am not sure how that one is called no goal. So it stands 3-0 after 2. And Scioscia is having a very long discussion with the referees as they will walk this one to the locker room. Hawks roll 3-0 after 2. You're watching the Rhode Island High School playoffs on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Missed by a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the
Back here at their arena, third period action about to get underway. Hendricken Hawks thought, oh, did they ever think that they had a fourth goal right at the end of the period. 24 seconds left to go in the period. And a plink of the post that then rolled across the line on its edge and out. No goal was called. Third period about to get underway with the forward Andrew Smith still in the penalty box serving the back end of his misconduct penalty. One game left to go here from Thayer Arena this evening. It will be the Warwick boys team against the Burrville Broncos in game one of their quarterfinal series. We'll have that game for you shortly after the conclusion of this game, around about 8 p.m. face-off time. Here's Regine trying to go backhanded again as he was looking for one early on in a period. Scored 25 seconds into the second period. And that one put it 1-0 for the Hawks at that point. Nebus shepherds that one to the side. Blake Grislis. Caleri. As he battles there with the 10 of Tucker Squires, the 27 of Connor Hayes. Henry Kelsey. Caleri rubbed out of the play as that one goes into the corner. Off of the backside boards. And this one will get kicked all the way down and around. Deflected up into the side netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 12 and change left to go. Tonight's quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms, custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to rayshockey.com for more information. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Stephanie Socia. Been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner. Certified real estate appraisal, speaking Spanish and covering Massachusetts as well. Any questions? Call 401-742-8971 and by RR Elite Recruits. With access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including club hockey and prep academy coaches. Fill out an athlete submission form today at rreliterecruits.com and be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits today. For the 11 of James Carrera. Hard shot kicked up by Bruzy and may have actually caught either the ceiling or it might have caught the contraptions, I guess you could call them, that hang from the ceiling for the figure skating team training. And this one will go all the way down for an icing and a stoppage of play. We have crossed 7 o'clock Eastern time, and so now bevies of games underway around the Ocean State. Prout, Cumberland, LaSalle, Mount St. Charles in the boys Division 1. Prout, Cumberland about to get underway. in the first period. LaSalle Mount St. Charles about to get underway as well, as they're in starting lineups, both of those scheduled for 7:15 puck drops. Still 3 games left to come. Or, excuse me, actually, it will be 2 left to go, which will be Warwick Burville and S.K. Naraho. Lincoln Pontigansett underway right now in Division 2. That has finished the second period of play. And it's 1-0 Lincoln over Pontigansett. We'll see those two sides tomorrow in game 1 of a triple header. In girls hockey action, South County is up 1-0 over Mount St. Charles, the Mount Lincoln Cumberland Co-op, with 6 and change left to go in the second period from Boss Ice Arena. All games available here on Fanzoli Sports Network. Thanks to our sponsors, Rays Hockey, Premier Homes Realty, and RR Elite Recruits. Chase Watts. Watts looking there in the corner for Kelsey. Kelsey bodied out of the corner by the 21 of Owen Carter. As the Hawks take this one all the way down in front of Bruzy and scooting across the mouth of the goal was the 9 of Kavanaugh. Griffin Crane has one on the board tonight, looking for another. As we cross inside of 10 left to go. Here in regulation, a 3-0 scoreline for the Hendricken Hawks. Kavanaugh for Crane. Came back for Grislis. In the center there for Pereira. It was Nick Regine first and then Griffin Crane second. Blake Grislis third. And 3-0 for the Hawks. They almost had a fourth at the end of the second. That one rolled on its edge right across the goal line. And a whistle and a stoppage of play as Bruzy will hold on to that one. And a little bit of chirping going on down below us between Caleri and a couple of the Barrington players. Karen's back into the neutral zone for Owen Carter. Hard shot and a save by Nebus. As Adam Gorman was tracking down hard. Everybody getting thrown out of the face-off circle before this one finally gets dropped. And Nebus kicks that one away on the attempt from Gorman once again. Hall from up top of the blue line. As that one's kicked away, got off to the opposite side for Drake Almeida. That face-off matchup was the third pairing as two players on each side got kicked out. And a shot attempt from Crane goes up over top, hits the glass. Almeida for the Barrington Eagles. And a whistle and a stoppage of play offside. Nope, puck out of play right at the blue line. Up into the netting. Game 2 of this series will come tomorrow afternoon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, quote, quote. It's supposed to be about a 1:30 p.m. face-off at Portsmouth Abbey, weather permitting, that the game will be played. And of course, we'll also have to keep our eyes on what schools make decisions on regarding anything along with later in the afternoon games as well too. Stay in touch. Fans Only Sports, it's fansonlysprtz.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FOSPORTZ. You can also follow us on Facebook. And you can follow our hockey and lacrosse Instagram at ri.hockeylax. As we get game updates, we will make sure they go out as well to update you guys. You can also follow us on Facebook as well. Just search for Fans Only Sports Network on Facebook. If you're not connected to our Facebook page already, please go like the Facebook page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, feel free to hit that red subscribe button or blue subscribe button, whatever color it might be. There is plenty of content that gets put out, from our great podcast shows to live sports events and more, that are not always on the pay-per-view side of things. Carrera. Hard shot saved by Bruzy on an attempt there from Chris Hughes, who will skate away, wanting that one back. As Hughes comes off on the bench, gets a tap from his teammates. 5 and change left to go here in the third. Nebus will kick that one up into the netting in a stoppage of play. Face-off, draw play, right into Nebus's catching glove. Quarterfinal action on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Stephanie Sosha, 20 years as a broker and owner, certified real estate appraiser, Spanish speaking and covering Massachusetts as well. Any questions, call 401-742-8971. And by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports, including ACHA Club Hockey and Prep Academy Hockey. Visit rreliterecruits.com for more information. Drake Almeida That one hit the backside of Blake Grislis as it came off the stick of Connor Hayes. Into the far corner for Andrew Smith. We'll scoop this one up. Hawks are going to start to smell the finish line of this game. Almeida fires. Nebus kick save. Second attempt as that one came in at the blue line from Cody Wood. Hit traffic in front of Braden Nebus. Will get dumped down by Blake Grislis smartly after he crosses the red line. It will not be icing. And a dump and chase opportunity for the Hawks. They change lines. Jack LaRose, that one went up high. Big bodies flying right in front of the Barrington bench. Shot off the side of the net as that one came streaking across Ferrero looking for Caleri. Giacomo Caleri loses that one at the blue line and then sends the 28 of Chase Watson to his own bench. Caleri into the corner as he bodies in Christian Vieira. 3-0 Hawks, 3:45 left to play. Bishop Hendricken, the defending D1 boys state champions, looking obviously to bring the crown home for another season. They'll have to get through these Barrington Eagles one more time after tonight to find themselves in the Frozen Four at Providence College. Best of three quarterfinals series and then single elimination for the semis and finals, a Frozen Four format, brand new this year in Rhode Island Interscholastic League play. Off of the backside boards, the first attempt from Trevor Snow came caroming around for the 6 of Adam Gorman. That one off of the blocker pad of Nebus. Pops right back out in front, swept away by the 4 of Andrew Smith. For Chris Hughes on his own. Now we'll get some help from Nardelli. Hughes, wraparound. Hughes, and no, as the net is off of its moorings as players are all over the place. And they're going to say that the 8 of Eric Hall pushed into the net by a Hawks player, so it'll bring the puck outside of the zone. Collision was the 9 of Carmone into the boards. Hall will chase this one all the way back. No icing. Deflected up off of the stick of Devin Exter defensively. Nardelli tapped it for a moment as he battled there with Henry Kelsey. Carmone for Kelsey. Kelsey thumped into by Nardelli, lost his footing and goes down to the ground. Pushed by Penicini into the backside. Inside of the final 2 minutes to go here in regulation. One game left to play here in this arena tonight. Warwick Boys Co-op against the Burrillville Broncos. That game will come up 8 p.m. Eastern Time face-off. We'll have it for you right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Griffin Crane. Crane winds, fires that one up over top. Round the backside boards. Tonight's quarterfinal action brought to you by Rays Hockey, 401-231-1995, rayshockey.com. By Premier Homes Realty, call 401-472-2700. 401-742-8971, and by RREliteRecruits.com. As that one scoots wide of Braden Nebus. Inside of the final minute to go. Cody Wood. Nebus was looking for it. It scoots around the back side of his net. Will be picked up by Almeida. For the Hawks to move this one along, Marshall will just drag it into the backside corner boards. Bishop Hendricken Hawks will go to 1-0 in this series. They'll play tomorrow afternoon, pending weather, at Portsmouth Abbey. And if they can take care of business tomorrow, will find themselves in Providence in the high school Frozen Four. Game over. Hawks win 3-0 on goals from Griffin Crane, Nick Regine, and Blake Grislis. That puts 2 high school playoff games in the books. There's many more currently underway. Pop on over and check it out. And we'll be back here at Thayer Arena in about half an hour of time for Game 3 of our triple header. Until then, enjoy the hockey. You're watching the 2023 Rhode Island High School Hockey Playoffs. The home of high school hockey in the Ocean State is right here on fansonlysports.com.
In, and oh, the ball's loose.